Shalom. I want to start by giving our praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kodash. Double honor to apostles and elders, great millstone. And shalom to the elect out there pushing the truth in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. And to Akwaf out there, who's trying to endure to the end. And shalom to you all. Just back here again with another, quick lesson that I was reading in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 34, and I read to, I was just reading the whole chapter, and the woman made me go in there. It was this video I was watching of Elder Manatazabah. He had quoted a scripture about and he's talking about a man in his knowledges who have traveled, who have seen a lot of things. And who are those men? Those men are our apostles and our elders, great millstone, who have who have gone through these things right here, man. Okay, they have traveled, they have traveled through a lot of things, been through a lot of things, and have and from there what they have a much experience, okay, and they have been declaring wisdom towards us young brothers in the truth on the things they have faced and how they overcame it, man, through the fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and myself, man. Hey, I have traveled to a few countries, grew up in a refugee camp, grew up in a village, grew up in a city, grew up in little places, but that I don't have much experience than my apostles. I might know a few things on how to survive when it comes to living in a certain area, but when it comes to the stuff the apostles and them have experienced, I'm not near there, man. Because while me living those things, I wasn't in the truth. I didn't know. I didn't know nothing good. I was living in a sinful body. I was doing whatever I could, doing whatever. And I'm saying just living a sinner. But when you know this truth, man, things changes. No matter where you live, no matter what area you're in, things changes. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. Once you know this truth, man, everything changes. All right. So, hey, double honor to them. That's why we give them double honor, man. All right. So it says here, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience. So we declare wisdom, and that's what the apostles have been doing, man. All right. Let me see. I know there's a scripture in the book of Hebrews. Let me get there. It's like I'm trying to get this scripture in our book of Hebrews. How the apostles watch for our souls. Just bear with me. I didn't have to research it on my other phone. No, is it Hebrews? No, let me see. Damn. Damn, hold on, man. I gotta find this preacher right here. hmm Right, okay. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 17 says here, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they must give account, that they might do with joy, not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. And who have done that? The apostles, man. The apostles and the elders, great millstone, the brothers who's who's been in this thing for so long, who have experience, who give brothers wisdom on how to carry themselves. All right, this is right here, the rule that they watch for our souls, man, and they have that much wisdom as I'm reading on here. So now I'm gonna read this in the book of in LT says here, obey your spiritual leaders. Who are our spiritual leaders, man? The apostles and our elders, great millstone, and to the rest of the brothers out there, man. It says, obey your spiritual leaders and do what they say. Okay, so we follow what they do. Okay, we follow what they tell us to do because they have been through that experience. Some brothers might have to question it and say that, but when they do, they're like, damn, they were right. When you when your father tells you to do something, you're like, nah, man, you're wrong, and you go ahead and get fucked up left right. You're like, damn, I should have listened. Some brothers do that and learn how way. Some brothers take a heed to them. Okay, their work is to watch over your souls. So their work is to watch over our souls. That's what every doctrine they have told. They themselves have to check it, man, because they know they got a lot of souls that they are what's the word accountable of, man. It says you obey your spiritual leaders and do what they say. Their work is to watch over your souls, and they are unaccountable to the Most High. Give them reason to do this with joy, not with sorrow. That will certainly not be for your benefit. Okay, so we have to do that, man. All right. Right. So going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 34 and 9 says, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom, and that's what the pastors have been doing. Verse 10, he that have no experience knoweth little. So the ones who have no experience, they know little, man. And you gonna have a lot of niggas like that who think they know it all than the apostles. But guess what? They know little. Some of them don't know shit. Okay, but he that have traveled is full of prudence. Is full of prudence, man. Now let me read this. I don't have okay, 34. And now verse what is it, 10? Let me see what prudence means in another translation. You can't. It says verse 10. You can't know much if you haven't experienced much, but travel can make you clever, or I guess prudence clever. In those ways. All right. Verse 11. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express. Right. When you go through these things, this little experience, man, you go through a lot of things where you can express, man. The apostles been through that. Sometimes they'll tell you, man. They will say, man, if we tell you a lot of things that we went through, man, you're not gonna believe it. They can't express it, man. Even ourselves, we're gonna go through those things, man. Way to a time we can't even express it. It's just too much to give it out, man. It's a lot. Okay. Verse 12 says here, I was oftentimes in a danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. Right, man. When you come to that time where you you're in trouble and this and that, man, and you go back into experience, and these things will save you. Experience, experience, the things you've been through, it saves you from life, okay? Because you remember, man. You remember, because when you make a mistake, and that mistake fucks you up, you don't make the same mistake again, man. No, you don't. You learn from that, man. You know what I mean? You learn from that, and from there, you learn how to overcome it in whatever danger you're in, man, by your experience, okay? It says, verse 13. the spirit of those that fear the Most High shall leave. Okay, the ones that fear the Most High shall leave. And then, hey, from what I've seen so far being in His truth, man, I've seen that the apostles and the elders, the rest of the brothers in the truth, man, they fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. They do. And myself, man, I fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, the spirit of those that fear the Most High shall leave, and for their hope is in Him that saveth them. You know, we all put our hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Who's gonna save us? Like nobody else. Esau ain't gonna save you. Your money ain't gonna save you. Your woman ain't gonna save you. Your kids ain't gonna save you. Your father-in-law ain't gonna save you. They need somebody to save them too. All right. Verse 14. Whoso feareth the Most High shall no fear, no be afraid, for he is his hope. Right, man. If you fear the Most High, you ain't gonna fear nothing else but the Most High, because your hope is in Him. All right. Verse 15. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Most High, to whom doth he look, and who is in his strength. Okay, to whom doth he look, and who's his strength? Who? Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Nobody else, man. All right. Okay. Nobody else but Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Nobody you're gonna look up to in the time of your trouble. Come on now. Verse 16 says here, for the eyes of the Most High are upon them that love Him. The eyes of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, are upon them. It's like upon the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yashai upon them that love Him. And we love Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. Alright, we try our best, man, to show that love towards Him. Okay? And I'm gonna read on. He is their mighty protection. You know, your mighty protection, when you read Psalms 91, it tells you, okay? And strong stay, a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon. You know, when right now, the sun right now is strong, but before that, like around 12, 12:1, that's when the sun is heated up. But now, this right here is talking about the, the day when the misses heat, man. Because that shit's gonna be burnt. You know, the scripture Obadiah, it's like Malachi 1, it tells you, man. Okay? It's just like, let me see. Let me recheck that. Don't want to give you brothers a wrong scripture, but I know it's in the book of Malachi. Okay? And how the day of the Most High is gonna be. It's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be like hot as an oven. Right, so Malachi 4:1. It's like I said, I was gonna say 1 and 4, but that's not it. 1 and 4 is talking about Esau being a wicked. But so anyway, Malachi 4:1 tells you how that is gonna be, bending as an oven. Okay, this is what this scripture right here is talking about. Because right now it's hot here, and I don't need protection from the Most High, man. You know. Okay, it says here, for the eyes of the Most High upon them that love Him, He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from the heat, and they cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling. Okay, a preservation from stumbling, man. A preservation. What's the stumbling example? Stumbling into this other doctrine, or to lead you to go into something else, man. And help from falling, from the truth, man. All right, so that right there, man. I want to touch on that. After reading those, I wanted to touch on it, So again, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Kakdash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson right here, and hopefully this lesson was edifying to brothers out there, man. Until then, hey, shalom, man. Stay strong, and be faithful towards Yahweh Bashim Yashai, because that's the strong tower right there, man. Okay, so shalom.